What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you during a race weekend?
Probably the craziest thing that's happened, and it was in a race car, and it was actually when I drove for Dennis Murphy the first time, and we just had one of those runs where everything went wrong. I mean, the thing went out, and that car would carry the front wheels 100, 200 feet every pass. So it goes out, front wheels are in the air, and it goes into tire shake.
Hmm.
And it's shaking violently with the front wheels in the air, so I can't even steer it. By the time I can, kind of pedal out of it, the car is moving over towards the wall, and it gets that, when one tire grips and one don't, and it gets that dip, and the thing dips, and I'm like, I'm going over on my head. I mean, literally, that's what went through my mind. Well, it moved over enough where when it did that, it actually caught the wall, and the concrete walls have that lip in it, caught the wall, climbed the wall, and came back down the other way. So, get to the finish line, we could do all that stuff and go back up. And there's literally a tire mark on the wall that's, rounded from where the tire climbed the wall. And so I got to tell people we didn't run great, but I left my mark on the race.
I love it. No guys with skateboards do that stuff on purpose. That's
Yeah, they do that stuff on purpose. We did not do it on purpose. We just had one of those where one of those things. So I think I mentioned both of my kids are very much involved in racing. So my daughter has actually driven uh, heritage cars. She's run some Nostalgia Eliminator one. She ran 7.0. She actually ran a field. When I actually got out of Dennis's car the first time, he hired my daughter. And she drove for a year and a half, 2 years before she went to law school, which tells you already she's way too smart to be a race car driver. But here we are. So, she was involved. Well, she used to be my backup girl and all that stuff. So we get to the top end and she comes over and kind of gets in my face. Don't ever do that again. And I'm like, well, it's not like I tried. She goes, that was not cool. Don't do that again. So, but yeah, and then my son, like I said, he was working and my kid, he drove some juniors and stuff like that. And we're actually working on getting him licensed again, putting him in some more races. So we are definitely a hardcore racing family.